Acadiana's #1 for New Country, 97.3, The Dog. Hey, it's Stephanie Crist. Always happy to have one of our favorite local musicians here in the studio with us, Jeff Dugan. Welcome back to 97.3, The Dog.
Oh, well, thank you, Stephanie. Glad to be here.
Now, Jeff, we have been friends for like 20 years, and we have had so many fun experiences with you in the local clubs here around Acadiana. But you've got a brand new album out that is fantastic. We've been talking about it, and I absolutely love the songs on here. Tell us a little bit about your new country music album.
Well, I had gotten away from the music business for a while, and then I started doing country gospel music. And after doing a few albums, I got invited to a jam session with some friends at a camp, and we played and had a good time. And I sang a bunch of them old Merle Haggard songs and
awesome.
John Conley and all that stuff, you know. And so we started doing this pretty regular at this camp. And one day, one of the guys in the band said, "Hey, would y'all mind doing this out in public somewhere?" Because TK called and wanted us to go do a jam session at the Yellow Bowl.
TK Hewland.
Yeah, we're talking about TK Hewland, the king. And so we went to the Yellow Bowl and we did this jam session, and it was just so fun, man. And then we did another one at Sandy's place on like a Wednesday night. And Kip Saunier was supposed to be at the Cajun Dome for, I think it was like Def Leppard or something like that, and their vocalist had lost his voice, and that concert got canceled. So Kip and his wife and his son came out to Sandy's to hear us on this jam session.
Right.
Well, naturally, me and Tony Bruce sitting there playing, we're going to get Kip up, you know. So we got Kip to come up, and that was the first time the three of us had been together on the same stage since the Yellow Rose. And, boy, we ran through a bunch of them old songs, and the next morning Kip called me, and he's all fired up. "Man, we got to book something, you know." And then we started doing the what we call the Country Roundup. You
right.
know? And, wow, it's just so much fun, you know, so much talent. And it just got me kind of fired up about country again. And then my manager from Texas called me and said, my ex-manager from Texas called me and said, "Jeff, have you been listening to any of this Texas country stuff?" And I said, "Well, a little bit. We don't have any stations around here that really play a lot of that, but I've been streaming a little bit of it." He says, "You need to do an album." He says, "You need to jump into this."
And that's like, how it started.
And that's how it started. And I called Nashville. I had some friends of mine. I called and said, "I'm going to record a country album. I want some country." They said, "Well, you looking for real country or real traditional sounding country?" I said, "Yeah." And they started sending me stuff, and God, we just got excited about the songs.
And I was telling you how much I love Designated Drinker on here. Alan Jackson did a great job on that song, but your version of it is fantastic.
Well, thank you.
And I love the what's the song with the steel guitar? Oh, every steel guitar is crying. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, the lyrics of that song is powerful. You know, there's some of us that, like, I love listening to the new country, and it's different. You know, but it's supposed to be. Country evolves all the time. It always has. But, you know, there's some of us that love the George Jones and stuff and love the old steel guitar and all that.
Yeah.
And if that's totally gone from country, something's going to be missing. Because to me, it's almost like, I'm not knocking new country at all. I'm just saying, to me, personally, it's kind of like going to hear a Cajun band and they don't have an accordion in the band.
I don't think steel guitar is ever going to be gone from country music.
Right.
I just don't. And there's still people that wear cowboy hats just like you do.
Absolutely.
We got Justin Moore.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. And I know. And I love listening to people like Aaron Watson. I don't know if you're familiar with Aaron, but stuff like that, you know. And it just got me excited about country music again. But, you know, I started so long ago doing country. And, I guess maybe it's the age group I come from. I'm traditional, and when I sing, it's going to sound traditional. You know, I got traditional country in my voice, so why fight that, you know?
You're so right, and I love to see, and I was looking at the liner notes on your album, and I love to see a lot of our other local musicians. Sam Lassaw's on there, Tony Ardoin on there as well. So tell the folks where, so you're going to have the actual CDs available at all of your shows.
At all of my live shows, yeah.
Right, but they can also download on iTunes, right?
Yeah, iTunes and Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify. I mean, you know, I'm on all of them.
And you also tell me you got a couple of locations here in Acadiana that have the CD available.
Yes, both Slotsky's restaurants in Lafayette. Go by and have my favorite sandwich, the original, and you can pick up a Jeff Dugan CD while you're there.
Jeff, we're so happy to have you here, and I love the album, and I'm so happy that that you've come back to the country music that you loved earlier in life. So thank you for that, and thank you so much for stopping by. We're looking forward to seeing some live music from you, and also everybody go pick up a copy of Jeff's brand new CD. It's called Hold On. Thank you so much, Jeff Dugan.
Thank you, Stephanie.